How's it, everyone? Welcome to the study plan. My name is Kumu Kim, and in this episode, we are going to be covering spelling words from week 9 from Evermore. Main idea. Week 9 spelling words from Evermore. We're going to be covering the phonetic spelling so we can support with the sounds in words to help our students, children, or other teaching staff with being able to break apart the sounds in the words to better help the children we work with. All right, let's break it down.
So for our fourth grade words, again, we have three categories, right? Our first category is single syllable words, second, two syllable words, and last one, multisyllabic. Majority of the words being two syllable words that we will break apart. Our first single syllable word is going to be the word month, right? And in there you hear a sound that is actually not saying the sound that it should. It's making the sound. We've covered this before with several other words that make the or letters that make the sound that are not the letter U. So again, still applies here. So we have three sounds, and four sounds, okay? Month. Four sounds. Is letter M. And then we have which is actually going to be on. Is letter O. N. Th. Month. Or month, as we say it here. Our next word is the word year, right? Three sounds. Y, E, R. Right? So 3 will be the number that it's indicated by. Y is the letter Y. Y. And then E is a two vowels go walking. It is not the doubled one, but the other one that is two letters that are not the same. Okay, and that's going to be E, A. And then Well, it's not an sound at the end, right? So it's not a sound that is an R controlled because you already have the two vowels in the middle. All right, so by itself is just the letter R. So year, year. Are two syllable words, right? The first one is going to be Tuesday, right? So twos, three sounds. Oops, wrong thing. Twos, three sounds. Day, two sounds. Uh-oh. Day, two sounds. All right, so twos. So T is letter T. Oo. Well, we know that one letter that makes the oo sound that is not a double O is going to be the letter U. But how do we get it to say its sound? Is going to be an E. And then Z. Twos. Well, it's not S. Well, it's not Z, so it's the letter S. Okay, twos. And then day, D-A, D. Letter D. And A, well, we know A is at the end of a word, so it's got to be A-Y. Our next word is the word season. Season. Season is actually what we're saying, but season makes it so much easier to pronounce and write and visualize. So C, two sounds. Son, three sounds. So C, how do we do that? S is our first sound. S. E, two vowels go walking, not a double letter sound. So it is E, A. All right, and son, S, A, N. Son, S, A, O, N. Seesaw. Next word is Wednesday. Wednesday. Now this one is a stinker because it is actually two syllables, but I like to break it apart, right? So I'm going to draw an extra line here to indicate that we're going to make this into a three syllable word, all right? So wed is our first sound, three sounds. Ness, three sounds again. And day, two sounds. Okay, wed. W-e-d. W. Well, we got to capitalize this. This is a word, right? It's the name of a day. What name? Wedness. So wed, w, e, d, d, ness, n, s, n, e, n, e, or e, and s. And day again. Let's see if we can figure this out. D, and a at the end of a word is a y. Wednesday, Wednesday. So unlike Wednesday, Thursday is only 2 syllables. Thurs, z, 3 sounds, right? Day, d-a, 2 sounds again. So Thurs, th. Again, we got to make sure we capitalize. It's the name of a day. Well, it's in the middle of a word. So I can't use er. Er would never be in the middle of a word. But I can use either IR or UR. So we're going to try UR and see if that makes sense or looks right. Z. Well, it's not a Z, so it's got to be an S. And day, D-A. D-A at the end of a word is a Y. Thursday. Does that look right to you? Especially this UR right there. Why is it not ER or IR? Okay, good. You're right. So our next word is going to be July. So we have J, 2 sounds, lie, 2 sounds again. Could be Julie, right? If we think of what letter goes at the end of a word, that makes the sound. But it can also make the sound I as well, right? And if it's at the very beginning of a word, it's going to make the y sound. So J. Let's think of that. Well, this is the name of a month. We're no longer in names of the days. We're in names of the months. So J is J as a capital. J. Right? U. And then lie. Ol. L. I, well, it's not the letter I, so what letter makes the I sound or E sound at the end of the word? Y. That's what you put. Pat your back. July. Our word, August. Another month. August. So oh, well, that's a pretty common sound. It's 2 letters that make 1 sound, so it's 1 sound. And then gust. That's 4 sounds, right? Gust. Ah. How do we spell the sound ah? That's going to be A-U. But our A needs to be capitalized, right? Why? This is the beginning. This is a month. So since it's a month, it's the name of a month. A-U. Ah. Ah. That's a cute puppy. So I usually use that as an indicator. And I make a visual of the sound ah tied into a puppy. Okay? All right. Ah, and then gust. G, G, U, S, T. August. Next word, autumn. So again, we got that sound, 1 sound, and then tum, t, tum, 3 sounds. So what 2 letters made it? A-U, right? And tum, t, and there's a silent letter N at the end. Autumn. Our next word is second. Second is how we're going to say this. Se, 2 sounds. Cond, k, n, d, 4 sounds. Okay, so se. How do I write that? S, cond, k, d, second. And why is this C not making the S sound? Well, the next letter right next to it, right? That's not an I, E, or Y. So the C makes the K sound. That's why. Second. So our last word in the 2 syllables is minute, right? But we could also say it as minute. Might be a better way to think about it, right? So minute. My, 2 sounds. Newt, 3 sounds, with a silent sound at the very end. Minute. My. How do we spell that? I. Right? I only have 2 letters, 2 sounds. Newt. Ooh. Well, it's a single letter, not the double O, because there's this silent letter at the end, which is an E. Okay, minute. And the last sound in the word minute is a T. So that E is going to jump over and make this letter say its name, or a sound very similar to its name, oo, which we know oo is the letter U, minute. All right, our first of the multisyllabic words is the word Saturday. And by no means do we pronounce this word correctly in American English. There is a sound in there that we really abuse. So we want to enunciate this word as best as possible to help our kids spell it correctly. So the word sa is going to be here at the first sound. Sa, 2 sounds. Tur, 2 again. Right? But more than 2 letters, it's actually going to have 3 letters. And then day, d-a, 2 sounds again. But again, 3 letters. Okay. So Saturday, Saturday. But we get pretty lazy. We say Saturday. Well, it's definitely not. We don't spell it as Saturday, do we? So capital S, because this is the name of a day. All right, so t, and is in the middle of the word, right? So it's not er, it's going to be a ur. Satur and day, we've seen this a couple other times already. So a. Our word is November. November. So no, 2 sounds, 2 letters. Vem, 3 sounds, 3 letters. Burr, 2 sounds, 3 letters. Okay, so no, how do I spell that? N-O. It's got to be capital. It's the name of the month. No. O. And then vem, v. Burr, b. Well, we got an sound at the end of a word. This is an R controlled, so how do we spell at the end of a word? E-R. Our word is holiday. Holiday. Okay, ha, 2 letters, 2 sounds. Li, 2 sounds, 2 letters. Day, 3 letters, 2 sounds. So 2 sounds, 3 letters. Oops, let's keep it consistent. Okay, ha. What 2 letters make ha? Ah, li, ol, I, day, d, a, which we've seen that A spelling at the end for the 2 vowels go walking multiple times. Our last of the multisyllabic words for 4th grade is going to be the word calendar. And there's actually a bossy R at the end of this one, so I'm going to over-enunciate at the end, calendar, right, to get that bossy R sound into there. Okay, so 2 sounds, 2 letters. Len, 3 sounds, 3 letters. Dar, 2 sounds, but 3 letters. Okay. K, a, len, ol, n, dar, d, r. Well, that's A-R. It's a bossy R. Okay, that's our last word, calendar.
To review, this was grade 4, week 9 phonetic spelling from Evermore. We covered 3 different categories, one being single syllable words, our second one being 2 syllable, and our last one being multisyllabic, right? 2 or more, or 3 or more, sorry. So we covered the different sounds and broke them apart. They're in week 9, so we're practicing with groupings of sounds rather than the individual sounds by themselves, so that we're challenging our students or children a little bit more to be able to practice the spelling and sounding out of the word within each syllable. So if you had any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much, and mahalos.